Hi everybody, Steve from Steve's Makerspace here, and today we are back in Gamecraft again and playing with all sorts of interesting things. Oh, I'm falling down? No, I'm falling up. I'm falling up. And now I'm falling down again. We're back, we're in Gamecraft playing with player triggers right now. We'll be playing with text blocks. We'll be looking at command blocks and seeing what we can do with those things. It'll be fun. So right now what's happening is, I have a player on enter trigger, which is triggering a command block. The command block is saying set gravity 9.8, which apparently positive 9.8 is actually pulling up instead of down, which I don't understand. I thought that would be negative 9.8. But anyway, this reverses gravity. And then same thing up here, except this one reverses it again, negative 9.8. So this one down here has a command block that transports me about, I don't know, 100 blocks up or something like that. And let's see what happens. So I'm transported up. I'm going faster. I'm faster, faster, faster. Oh my god. Ah! So apparently it transports you with your momentum, and you just keep going faster and faster, and there's no, oh, okay, I gotta stop. That's too much. Apparently your momentum transfers, and there's no upper limit to your acceleration at this point in the game. I don't know if they'll make that at some point, but it seems like I'm just going faster and faster. So that's fun. Let's take a look at the sky. So we can change the sky with some commands. So this command is saying set sky color 000. So let's see what that does. Doesn't seem to have done anything if I'm looking here, but if I look up, we have a night sky, and we have stars in the sky. And back there looks like a giant moon on the horizon, so that's really cool. Some nice little touches they added. Let's change the sky. So the sky is changed with RGB between 0 and 1. So 000 is black, 001 is blue, as you can see. No R or G, no red or green, but just blue. So there's blue. This would be green. Then we've got a blue-green, right? And then red. And then red and blue, I think would be purple. Yes, it is. And then a red and green, which I'm not sure what color that makes, but I guess it makes that color. And then 111, kind of a normal sky, not quite. And then this one is negative 100, negative 100, negative 100, which makes a really black sky. Almost, the clouds almost go away, but not quite. They're still there a little bit. Now it doesn't have to be zeros and ones. It can be, you can have 0.5, 0.3, 0.2. Anything between 0 and 1 works. You also have an ambient light. And so right now this is normal light. If I press this, it's kind of a dark, like this kind of fits with being in the dark, right? Or you could go really bright. Oh my goodness, that's really bright. It's a little too bright. Let's go back to dark. We have some commands that will change the speed of my character. So down here, set character run speed 40. Okay, so I'll hit E and then press the button. It doesn't work if you don't press E first and get the thing going. And now I'll move, and I'm not even hitting shift, using shift yet. Let me use shift. There we go. We're going really fast. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. And now if I hit character run speed 1. Now, oh, I'm going slow as molasses. Can't move it hardly at all. Now let's change some text. So we've got command change text block space text block 16, and then whatever text you want to insert. So you can see up here this is text block 16, so you need to know which number you're changing. And if I hit E to start the test, now I can press the button and we change to blue yellow, or I can press this button and change to a red yo. How am I getting the blue and the red? This is color blue. It's a hexadecimal, so some standard colors are available where you just have to type in the word. You don't have to type in the hexadecimal. So white, red, blue, black, yellow, green. Those you just write the word. But any other color variations that you might want to use, you have to do a hexadecimal, and I'll show you where to find hexadecimal information. So here is a HTML color picker which uses hexadecimal. So right now this is at black and it's giving a hexadecimal of 00000, and up here is red, which is this hexadecimal, and you can do a Control C right here, and then we'll go over to the game and I'll change this hexadecimal. Little backspace. I'm going to do Control V. You can do that. Hit enter. Done. We'll hit E to start the game and press this, and now we have red instead of blue. You can click anywhere on here and then anywhere in here to get exactly the color that you want, and then just copy it here and paste it in the command block. There are sprites available in the game. So there are 16 sprites, although these two are quite similar to each other, and these two look identical to me. I can't tell them apart from each other. So maybe 15. So if you look at the code for this, sprite 0 to 15, that's the text, and then the code is sprite equals 0 or sprite equals 1, depending on which one. So these are the ones in order from 0 down to 15. So you can use those. So this is text that can be marked with an overlay, which is highlighting basically. The highlighting doesn't work very well, but I'll show you that this is what you're doing, and this is the color that you're highlighting with. But what's interesting is if I use this color, or quite a few of the colors that I use, and then just put any kind of text or some dashes, it can create just a block of color. I haven't been able to get a really nice full square. I guess I could play with it some, but you can play with it and get some interesting patterns. So here, let me just add a space and hit done, and you can see it's changing how this looks. I'll put it a few more spaces, maybe put another, just a dot. There we go. So you can get some odd looking shapes in here. This is the same as this, except it's red. One thing you can do, you can copy, Control C, and let's just create a new sign right here, and I'll just do Control V for paste, hit done, and I just copied this sign. So that's pretty neat that you can do that. That copy paste also works with the console block. There's also line breaking, so this is what text would normally look like, but say you want some of this text on a different line. If you didn't know about the breaking, you might just put a bunch of spaces trying to figure out how to get one word down over here. But you can do line breaking by putting in a bracket BR, close bracket. Now this is interesting. Check that out. This text has a vertical offset. So you can do a vertical offset. Let's change this. V offset equals just maybe 2, and it's back down here. But if I put this up to, let's say I put it up to 30, the text is way up there. Isn't that neat? So this is opens up some interesting possibilities. So over here I've got vertical offset text, and I put it on a motor, and let's hit E to get it going, and now I've got some rotating text in the air. Yeah, I like it. That's cool. Okay, and this shows that unfortunately the vertical offset does not work with command block. So I put vertical offset 3, let's put vertical offset 20. If this was working like this, then when I press this button, hello would appear up here. But let me hit E, press the button, and it doesn't appear up there. I changed the O to a P just so that you could see that the command block is actually doing something over here. But it's not going up here like I would like. Oh well. So another interesting thing you can do with this idea, combining this along with this idea, we get this. And this is before I start the game. You get a really interesting effect looking at a black wall here. Isn't that crazy? Take the red pill, man. Let's go through. Clearly different over here. Now, unfortunately, you don't get this effect when you actually start the game. You still get a black wall, but it's just black without the marks. But you can still walk through it. So that's nice. And you can, of course, you can change this color, have it whatever color you want. Now we could turn this off, boop, replacing the text with a blank. But you can't bring it back because the vertical offset doesn't work with the command block. So once you turn it off, you can't turn it back on. Scrolling text. So let's press, you see it's just blank right now. Press this button and we get this going over. So a little animation. I would like to do some complicated animations, but there's just it's very limited what you can do with some kind of animation, unfortunately. If I can figure out how to get a really good square, then maybe I can do more with animations, or I don't know. But here's another scrolling text going up. And so the way this is working is, look over here, just a motor going around to these triggers. The triggers are going to command blocks, and the command blocks are saying put this symbol in this text block, and then this one is saying put nothing in this text block. You actually have to put a space like that in order for it to work. But after you put that in and you look at it, it doesn't have those quotation marks anymore. One last thing to show you. Ah! Help! So this is, of course, trigger area, this offset sprite. It works. So that's everything I wanted to show you today. Not super exciting, but I think it's interesting and it'll help you with your builds. And I've been enjoying just exploring what's possible. I'll probably, after this, put my attention onto a more serious build. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but we'll see. I might also take a look at some of the workshop submissions so far and show them off. If you want me to look at your workshop submission, you can visit my Discord and post a message to me. If you like this video, please like it, consider subscribing to my channel, leave me whatever comments you'd like to leave me, and as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. Steve's Makerspace.